Shane Wynn and the progress you've seen from him? What do you need from him this year?
Well, one, he's got a chance to make plays, and he is playing fast. He's gotten a little bit bigger. He's always going to be a smaller guy. You're doing it because it's you guys on the same wavelength.
That's right. We're the same height. I've got a year of eligibility.
He's towering over you.
Well, he's 5'7".
He's 5'5". All right.
I'm 5'5".
All right.
Then
He needs to play with a little bit of physical presence. Whether it be a blocking game with the ball, he's got to protect himself, how he takes hits, so you don't need to run through and get whacked. But again, he's going to make some plays, but it's making those competitive plays because he's going to get challenged against big guys, and that's those critical third downs or being a little stronger on some of those perimeter blocks that we get a little bit more when he doesn't have the ball. He's had a great camp. He's one of our best leaders.
What, I guess, just kind of what were the things that really jumped out to you about the scrimmage Saturday night?
Saturday, well, again, we went a long time, and we took a lot of time, meaning not to hurry, because it's when you're scrimmaging, it's hard coaching because it's like your guys are always playing. In a game, you get to come over and talk to half of them for a while because the offense isn't on the field or the defense isn't on the field. So we took a lot of time to really try to get the guys focused on what we were trying to do, which was really run the ball a lot and try to play better run defense and be more physical. And for the most part, for an early one, it was okay. We got to keep building on it. We did a lot of it, not full go yesterday. We did some today. We'll do a lot more tomorrow, and we want to keep building that for Friday. The offense has some playmakers that can make some plays. The offensive line's better, but we need physical presence as an offense, and it's well known we've got to play better defense. And in this league, it starts by playing good run defense. So we tried to start that. It was okay. It can be better, and we'll see how it goes this week.
With Shane, you just talked about his vocal leadership, and he's obviously a guy that has a good personality, jokes around a lot, but just what do you see from him in terms of vocal leadership and the way guys gravitate?
Well, he made a comment the other day to dude. He said, I didn't start every game my freshman year because my attitude wasn't that good. I was just, they're just yelling at me. I just, whatever. He didn't buy into just doing the best you can, going as hard as you can. And so when he made a comment the other day, he said, well, so-and-so ain't going, because he's a little nicked up, but I saw him, he's over there playing ping pong like he ain't hurt. I said, well, tell it to your teammates, just not always coaches. So, he's kind of getting the point of, we're getting more guys that are showing what it looks like. And those pictures are better than coaches saying what to do. So, to me, he's got a good voice, but he backs it up with the way he plays. It's one thing to talk, but you can't talk if you don't play, and he plays pretty good.
Coach Luttrell, I guess, mentioned to the Big Ten Network that at some point you guys might want to trim the QB position down to 2 just to maximize reps. I mean, is that a thing? Is that maybe something that could come up here soon, or still just too close to call?
Like I told him today, I can't tell you how many touchdowns you're throwing, how many picks you hit, what your completion percentage is, because I'm not charting that. It's just how they're playing. So to me, you saw them all today. They're all pretty good. We'll just let it go, and to me, I'm going to use it as a positive because I think they're all really good. And we do things you see when they're not going. The second guys are always snap. They're going through the plays. But again, I don't think it has to get down. It is what it is. And what it is, all three of them are doing pretty good. Left somebody do great, but they're all doing good.
What are your thoughts on the scrimmage here? It's just again in practice.
Okay, it's not truly realistic because you're out here for, we started about 10:15. Now it's pushing 3 hours later. So, or you ask fresh and, you do a lot of drill work and it gets a little sloppy and you don't stay on blocks or get off blocks like you want. But it was good. We we didn't do any full go tackle today with some. We need a lot more of that. And we'll just, doing a lot of situations. So we're doing scoring zone there at the end. We're doing second down and long, play it out. So that means it could be 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 1. And you're trying to get the defense and offense to understand you're changing gears. Because when we practice, sometimes we just say, well, it's just 3rd down. And you run like 5, 6, 7, 8 3rd down plays. But in a game, it's boom, boom. It's like a golfer. You don't hit a driver all the time. You put it in the bag, you pull it out. So you got to pull out short yardage defense or short yardage offensive demeanor and play. You got to pull out your long yardage stuff. So, but again, good go today. We did a lot of our two-back stuff early, did some bone work live, and finished up with a good go at the end.
I bet you use that driver when you should be using the iron off the tee.
No, I don't hit it that far. What else?
How have you seen Cody Latimer progress? What's kind of been
I
the
need to
next?
get my driver today. That's what I need to do. This preseason sucks.
What's been sort of the
Oh my
evolution?
God.
How have you seen kind of Cody Latimer evolve in this camp and
Very
this
good.
spring? And what have you seen from him?
He is very, he might be, if you ask go ask Coach Shelby or any of those guys, who is the best guy on special teams when we're doing drills. He's playing as hard as he can without the ball. He's physically stronger, more mature. Again, I thought when he got here he was going to be good. He played that first year with a hernia and kind of fought through it and didn't make it all the way through the year. Last year he was close to being really good. He's starting to flash like he's got a chance to be not only a good player here, but a good player in this game.
What's kind of the next step for him? And what
When
did
I
you?
say this game, I mean college ball, Big
Yeah.
Ten ball. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
What's kind of the next step for him? What do you want to see him just get better at this year, just in terms of being a receiver?
To me, the first thing is, again, the way you prepare, and he's doing that awfully high during a 2-a-day period where it's hard. In time, he's one of those guys that with self-esteem and confidence, he can start having a positive, strong voice if he wants to, but he's not. Shane likes to do a bunch of talking. Cody's kind of a little bit more quiet. His performance and play is going to give him a voice if he wants to use it. And it's not, sometimes there's be a lot of words. Coach McCullough was a great leader for us at Miami of Ohio, and he didn't say a lot. His work was great. When he said something, it meant a lot. And so Cody's going to have a chance to be a good leader because he's got a great performance to back it up. Because it's hard to be a good leader if you're playing. Shane talks, but he also backs it up, so that's why it's good talk. If he didn't play that way, there's a hollow log. So it's nice to see him kind of back it up.
Coach, what about this team right now gives you a lot of confidence?
Again, we're physically stronger, healthier, hitting more, long practices, staying on our feet. There's a lot of competition. There's some bannering both sides. Yesterday afternoon, our defense had well the better end of yesterday is what we had here at the end. So there's a lot of back and forth bannering. There's a lot of competition, and I just think we're a team that's a little hungry to go prove something.
How will you be different from the team that lined up a year ago to start the season?
Well, everybody's back stronger. Some talented players coming in. But that team last year fizzled at the end offensively, and the defense didn't show up. So we'll see if we're strong enough to play the whole season. So we're starting good. We're off to a good start. But again, this is a grind. And when I say a grind, it's physically getting our team tough now, but also keeping them fresh. And so again, that's why we're doing those things. Maybe those cold tubs and rolls this morning. 7 o'clock, we're in the pool. And we jump in the pool for 15, 20 minutes on a one to get their legs back and keep them fresh. So there's a lot of things to physically get them tough, but also mentally and physically keep them fresh.
We're just talking about.
Do you allow yourself to think how rewarding it will be when things are where you want them to be?
No, I'm just trying to get through today's practice tomorrow. It's not the rewards of these kids teaching these kids how to do the best they can. If you guys just watch body language and how they do, these guys get set there and fight and play like some guys. Now that's what you want. So it's kind of rewarding just watching these guys grow. Scoreboards speak for themselves. You got to coach and you got to make plays and you got to call the right plays and you got to execute. So, it's not about W's, but it's about we're getting these guys pointing the right direction, and it's not on that coach feel good stuff, but they're going the right way in a lot of ways. So hopefully that's going to transfer to W's because that's the one missing link for us right now.
Coach, I noticed Evan Jansen has been absent. Is there?
Yes, and I hadn't said, but he after a week decided he didn't want to play, so he's left, and I don't think he plans to come to school here. Although we kind of left it open, and he just so he's left the team right now. So we'll see. And it was kind of a voluntary deal. He just did it after he was here for I think 5 practices. I don't know if he made it to a 2-a-day. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. We didn't. I kind of sensed his mind was made up. We talked to his family, but it's still if he wants to come back, I don't know if his. And what he said he liked it here. I don't know if he was into playing ball, so we'll see. But I think it's maybe a closed door right now. We'll see if there's anything to it.
Coach, what about Houston and how do you think he kind of fits in the offense? What more, Houston, what more do you want to see from him?
Physical presence in the running game for a big guy to move the piles. Physical presence in the blocking game. He's a guy that can make plays. He catches it well. He's got speed and can make some big plays, but it's consistent toughness plays, and he'll get that because number 6 plays that way, and they're bringing each other, they're helping each other, they're bringing each other up as they play.
In terms of injuries,
Corsaro had for you?
Solid enough, and Danny Friend's done very, very well. So even though we have, with Evan leaving, you don't like that, we did sign 2, and Danny is actually probably one of the better freshmen we got, probably going to play. And maybe the best blocker of the 3 of them is a freshman, but Anthony's done well. And if you saw today, we were doing a little bit of 2 tight ends on the field. So hopefully we can be a little bit more multiple in our personnel. It would help us a lot.
You talked about Larray Smith being the fastest guy when he walks in the building. Have you seen anything else from him on the field that
he doesn't hang on the ball a lot? You got to keep him, but he's gaining on it. He's going to be really good. He's a very prideful guy, and he wants to be good. And again, he's fast, with all the track background. He's getting his ball skills really solid. That he is tremendous with the ball. But and for a guy that you might think's a home run guy, he will run in there. He's not just a perimeter dude, and he can change directions a little bit. He's just getting him really good with the ball. He'll be another guy that is probably going to be playing this year as a freshman.
Does he have good vision as a runner, from what you've seen? Does he see the field well as a runner?
He doesn't get tackled a lot, so I guess. He's not like a track guy just runs the turn. He has fielding instincts, and he does.
I guess Cormier, Jones, some of the guys who we saw on the sideline today. What's the latest
practice.
with them?
Fant's got a pull hand, so we'll see where that goes. It's a lot of work. Very talented, but missed enough work. That's going to hurt him. Cormier had a knee scope. Actually got hurt in our walkthrough. So he'll be out about 2 weeks. It's been it happened about a week ago. We'll get him back, but again, he missed the bulk of summer. Now missing this, so we'll see what it'd be nice. He showed some quickness, but now he's missing all this really good time. And Ricky just got hit on the shoulder today and just got like a little bruised shoulder. So he tried to practice yesterday with Gimpy. So we asked to hold him out today. So and then our one little kicker over there, Oaks, irritated Achilles, just landed. So other than that, that's it for injuries. We got a MCL that's going to be out another 2 weeks, and a pulled hammy at Skipping, and a banged up shoulder.
How well has Spriggs played so far?
Very well.
What do you like about his game at this point?
He's very talented, stronger. He's over 295, 6'7" at the end of practices, so he's going to play at 300. Looks like he's got, I think his bench is 400. Very athletic. He's got he's a chance to be a really good player, not for Indy. He has a chance to be a good college football player, high-level player.
You mentioned pro potential for him in the past. What do you see in that regard?
He's like a lot of those guys I coached that played in the league. He's every bit as good as those guys.
In terms of your running back core,
And not played in the league. He's like them guys that went high.
in terms of your
He's really good.
running back core,
He's got a chance to be really good.
any noticeable differences from last year to this year in terms
With
of
what?
your
Running
back
back.
core?
Very much. It was competition. You know, and that freshman now 20 just ain't the third back. You know, he's fighting to be that guy. So, again, you know, we're getting that on D-line. You know, I mean, you got Latham and Darius and Todd and those guys. Man, Jerry's got to scratch and fight and Phyllis. I mean, we're just getting deeper. And, you know, get that linebacker core with Coop and fun. You know, we lost Hubler because we've been the only issue, but there's getting to be a little bit more depth. There's still a little bit of young depth. There's a lot of, again, physical growth potential with those guys. But, you know, there's some solid competition, and as a coach, that is our best friend. And it's helping us a bunch. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.